we came up with trust not long after we graduated from drama school. At the time, I had been working on a play about the abortion laws in Northern Ireland, and Eleanor and I had been talking about the need for more female representation.
Yeah, and I came to see the show that we had some discussions about the subject matter, and I was really shocked to discover that at the time, this was in
2015, 2016.
2015, 2016, women in Northern Ireland not only couldn't get abortions at home except for under extremely limited circumstances, but also were not eligible to get them on the NHS. So even if they came to England, Wales or Scotland in order to access abortion, despite paying for and being part of the NHS, they weren't allowed to get them as part of the NHS. They had to still pay for them. I found this really shocking, shocking just in itself, and also shocking because I didn't know. That was really the kind of beginning of the journey of us looking at this subject matter together.
Yeah, it was just, I think, 2017 then. We already had talks about making a film, and we thought we would, as I had just done a piece of theatre about the abortion laws, we wanted to try a different medium, and we were both really excited about, looking at film as a way of talking about this. I then actually moved back to Belfast in 2017, and that sort of put a bit of a pause on it for a while. And then after a couple of months, out of the blue, Eleanor sent me an email and said, I've done something. And I opened it, and it was the first draft of the film that we had talked about. And I remember thinking, wow, this is exactly what we talked about, and you wrote it down exactly as we've talked about. So it was really amazing. It was very exciting.
Yeah, it was really funny for me because when we initially started talking about the idea, Maria was more of the writer of the two of us than I was. She had other work that she had written herself already. I hadn't really written anything for stage or screen before, so I kind of imagined that she would. And during that time when the project kind of went on pause, as it were, I just really decided out of the blue one day to sit down and give it a go. And then that was the beginning, really. And I sent it to Maria to see what she thought, and then
I loved it. And I loved it, and it was just it was so exciting because, as I said, I was back in Belfast, so it actually felt even more important to me then, because it now, everything that we'd talked about before we were in London, and now all of a sudden it applied to me, that if I had been in a situation where I needed an abortion, I wouldn't, at that time, I wasn't able to have one without travelling. Certainly not, I wasn't able to have it at home. So it was just really exciting to then have this fantastic first draft that Eleanor had sent and be like, we can make this, and we should, and we need to, and we will, and we did.